from Scrapping for Less, and I am excited to show you a product review. So today we are talking trimmers, and especially focusing on this Fiskars trimmer, which you can get at the store. It's $24.50, and I absolutely love it, and I think you would too. So I was in the market for a new trimmer, and I wasn't sure what kind I wanted. And one of the things that you can find over at the Scrapping for Less Facebook group, every year at the beginning of the year, Teresa puts in a couple folders of Jennifer McGuire. You might recognize her name. She's a YouTube crafter. And a couple other YouTube crafters. And they share their favorite craft tools of the previous year. So this was favorites of 2016. And one of the things that Jennifer shared was this Fiskars trimmer. And so it was in the album over on the store, and I checked it out, and I was very impressed with it, and the price was right. So I'm going to talk to and kind of give you a couple of reasons why I went with this. Now, the trimmer that I used before was a Martha Stewart trimmer, and I've had it for years, and you've probably seen me use it on my videos. But like I said, I wanted something different, and what I liked about this, one, it titanium steel. It's the shortcut paper trimmer, so I thought it, would last a little bit longer with the titanium. Two, I can do 12 by 12 papers I can cut, and I can even go a little bit more. I'll show you that, how big you can cut. Whereas with the other one, I can only go up to 10.5. The other thing I like about it is these really cool guides. So there are some paper guides, so I will show you that. And they have this really cool wire so that when I cut, I know exactly where my paper will be cutting. So that is really good when I'm doing close-ups of images and I want to get right there to the edge. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out of the package. And yes, I've already been playing with it, but I wanted to kind of you to see how it was packaged. It is portable and it is very lightweight, which was a plus. I mean, it is extremely lightweight. Let's put it sideways so you can kind of get the whole thing. Hopefully I won't blind you too much with the lights. Okay, so like I said, first off, the weight is awesome. It has this great arm that swings out. And look, it goes all the way up to 15 inches. So I can fit a 12 by 12, no problem. And when you're not using it, you just tuck it in there. Other thing that I like is these guides, these paper guides. So say I wanted a paper and measure it at 3 by 5. Then what I can go ahead and do is cut my paper 3 inches. When I turn it over, I can line it up with the guide and just slice it off, and I'll have my 5 inches. Very easy. Same with like the 2 by 3.5. Cut my first cut at 2, line the paper up here, and then I can cut my 3.5. So that's kind of like a little quick cheat, and I like that a lot. Does have rubber stoppers, so there's a lot of support. Look at these, all these little feet they have on the bottom, so you know that it's going to sit very nice on your craft desk and not move. That was this that moved. Another thing that I liked, feature that I liked, is this lock. When I go ahead and I slide this lock, this doesn't open. It locks it in place. And then as soon as I'm ready to use it, I just go ahead and slide it down. And now the arm of the trimmer pops up and down. So that's great when I'm storing, because I usually store my trimmer onto the side. And I slide it in my cubby. And before, I always had to make sure which way I stored it, because the Martha Stewart one would always flop open. But with this lock, I don't have to worry about that. How cool is that? That alone almost did it for me. Okay, a couple other things that I mentioned here is, let me grab a piece of paper so you can see, because this is pretty cool. Okay, so here is a piece of cardstock. So when I line up my cardstock and I want to know where I'm going to cut, let's see if I can bring it up if this works. There is a wire. Do you see it? That line. Let me see. Get a pen, my pointer. There is a wire. It's right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. Can you see it? Can you see it? There we go. When I cut my paper, that's exactly where my cut's going to be. So there's no worrying about how far in I'm going to cut, because you can't see the blade underneath. So that wire is like my guide. So that is very cool. Okay, pulling these out. Let me show you what else I like about this. Is there are replacement blades. So the black is a score and the orange is a blade. And you can get these $4.75 on the group. She also has titanium too, which are really cool. They're six something. I'll go ahead and put it in the description. So if you wanted titanium blades, a 2-pack, you can go ahead and order that too. And they're very easy. They just pop out. So pop it out, pop it in. So if you want to score, very easy. You can go ahead and score with this too. Now, the last thing that sold me on this trimmer was when I do my paper. Okay, let's grab a little piece of cardstock here. Now, when I am trimming on my other trimmers, what I noticed is sometimes your paper is a little wonky and it doesn't actually line up with the bar. What's great is if you don't have paper that lines up with the bar this side, there's lines. These are all a 1/4 inch increments. So you can go 1/4 inch with these long lines that go across the trimmer. And then there's eighth inch increments here on the side. But I know these are all of a 1/4. So if my paper does not line up here, I can go ahead and make sure that my paper lines up right across the line. So I know that I'm going to get a nice cut, and I know exactly where my cut is going to be, and I can slide it right down and my paper is perfectly straight. So that was what was happening with my other trimmer. Everything was cutting wonky. It was cutting on an angle. And a lot of it was sometimes I didn't have the straight line to butt up here. So since I've been using this trimmer, I have used these lines that go all the way across, like I said, in a 1/4 inch increments. They've gone all the way across and they're great. I've had no problems. That is my quick review on the Fiskars trimmer. So if you're looking for tools, scrap book essentials, cutters, scissors, adhesive, you name it, X-Acto knives, you name it, you can find that over for Scrapping for Less too. So we're not just talking paper and pretty embellishments and stamps. We're also talking scrap tools, and they are discounted too. So like I said, the price is awesome. This is actually discounted in the store, 20% off what I would have got it at Michael's. So already 20% off without having to worry about a coupon. So that's awesome. Okay, that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed this really quick review on the Fiskars trimmer. This is the Fiskars Surecut, right here, Surecut paper trimmer. And the one I got is the 12-inch cut length and titanium blade. So very awesome. So thank you for watching. And you can definitely check us out at scrappingforless.com and the Facebook store, where you'll find many, many, many products all at a discount price. And I'll have the links below for you. So until next time, bye-bye.